If you've been scrolling through endless listings of buffet warmers, weighing stainless steel against acrylic, wondering whether the extra horsepower is worth the price, you're not alone. I've been there, staring at a dozen options, feeling the pressure of a big catering gig or a family reunion, and still not sure which unit will actually keep your dishes hot without turning the kitchen into a sauna. That hesitation is exactly why I'm breaking down the VEVOR 4-pan commercial food warmer today, so you can walk away with a clear picture of who really benefits from this setup. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the situation where a food warmer becomes the linchpin of your operation. Imagine you're a small-scale caterer handling a wedding brunch. You've got a couple of trays of scrambled eggs, a bowl of seasoned potatoes, a casserole of baked beans, and a sweet roll tray that you need to keep at a safe serving temperature for at least 2 hours while guests mingle. You could use a traditional chafing dish, but you'll end up constantly refilling fuel and worrying about uneven heat. Or you could roll out a countertop steam table that holds everything in one place, heats quickly, and stays steady. That's the niche VEVOR is aiming for. The VEVOR unit packs 4 separate pans, each holding roughly 20.6 quarts. In practice, that translates to about 5 gallons per pan, enough space for a full-size casserole or a large batch of soup. Because each pan has its own heating element, you can run the potato tray on low while cranking the eggs up to a higher temperature without any crosstalk between sections. I've seen this independence save a lot of headaches when different dishes have different holding temperatures. One of my fellow caterers mentioned using the low side for salads that only need to stay cool, and the high side for hot entrees, all on the same piece of equipment. Speed is another claim the manufacturer makes, and in real use it does matter. When you plug the unit in, the heating elements bring the water reservoir to a steaming point in roughly 5 minutes. That means you can load cold food straight from the kitchen and have it reach a safe serving temperature in under 10 minutes. For a pop-up taco bar at a community fair, that rapid warm-up lets you set up the station just minutes before the crowd arrives, eliminating the need for a preheat schedule that can be a logistical nightmare. Mobility is often an overlooked factor. This model sits on 4 caster wheels with a built-in brake system, so you can wheel it from the prep kitchen to the banquet hall and lock it in place once you're ready to serve. The wheels are sturdy enough to handle the weight of 4 full pans, roughly 150 pounds total, without wobbling. In a real-world scenario, that means you can load the pans in the kitchen, push the whole thing out onto a dining table, and start serving without needing a separate cart or additional staff to lift heavy trays. Now, let's be honest about the downsides. The unit runs on 2000 watts, which is solid for a tabletop warmer, but that also means you need a dedicated 110-volt outlet that can handle the draw without tripping a breaker. If you're planning to plug it into a small office break room or a venue with limited power capacity, you could run into issues. Also, the acrylic sneeze guard that sits over each pan is clear enough for visibility, but it can fog up if you're in a humid environment or if you're constantly opening and closing the lid. I've seen that happen in a kitchen where the steam table sits next to a high humidity grill line, and you end up wiping the guard every few minutes, which can be a minor annoyance. Who should consider buying this warmer? Small to mid-size caterers, food truck operators, and even larger families that love hosting holiday feasts will find the 4-pan layout a sweet spot. If you regularly serve multiple dishes at once and need each one kept at a distinct temperature, the independent heating system will feel like a godsend. Restaurants with a limited dining area that want to extend their service window without investing in a full-size steam table also get good value here. The unit's stainless steel interior is food-grade, so you don't have to worry about rust or reacting with acidic sauces. On the flip side, if you're a solo home cook who only needs to keep one dish warm, this is overkill. The footprint, about 1 foot wide and 2 feet deep, takes up prime counter real estate that could be used for prep space. And if you're looking for a portable solution that fits in a car trunk for weekend picnics, the weight and size make it less practical. Those scenarios are better served by a single-pan warmer or an insulated food carrier. Practical strengths become clearer when you map them to everyday tasks. For a charity lunch that serves dozens of different soups, the 4 separate pans let you keep each broth at its optimal.